The South Africa tour of Sri Lanka came to an end with relatively more success to the visitors than the hosts. The Lankans won the ODI leg of the tour 2-1, while the Proteas clean swept the T20I series 3-0. It's time to put our evaluation hat on to see how the players performed in this tour. Let's start with the batsmen. Dinesh Chandimal. The wicketkeeper batsman worked his way back into the team thanks to his performances in the Dialog SLC Invitational T20 League. He did score 50 in a losing course in the first T20I, but could do little in the second T20I before being left out in the third. Charith Asalanka. This stylish left-hander was outstanding in the 50-over series. He was in tremendous form and also ended as the highest run-getter for Sri Lanka in the ODIs. But he lost his footing during the T20Is and scored only 20 runs in his two outings at an awful strike rate of 51.28. Avishka Fernando. Avishka was Sri Lanka's first choice opener prior to this tour, but his performances during the tour were below par. He did get a spectacular 100 in the first ODI, but the rest of the tour was just about the good-looking starts. With the T20 World Cup at the doorstep, Sri Lanka will really need Avishka to up his game. Minod Bhanuka. Minod Bhanuka was another failure with the bat on this tour. He only managed 34 runs in the two ODIs he got and did not look promising at all in those outings. Kamindu Mendis. Young Kamindu showed a lot of potential during the limited opportunities he got. He played a few extraordinary strokes against the quality bowling from Kagiso Rabada and co. Still, he ends up with a very low rating because he was unable to convert those starts into impressive innings. Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Possibly the most disappointing batter of the lot on this tour. Yes, he got a couple of good deliveries, but his inability to pick the right shots and instead chase after every ball is unacceptable at this level. Certainly not from a number 3 batsman. Kusal Perera. Finally, the most comfortable looking batsman of the team, Kusal Perera. Coming back after COVID-19, Kusal played some delightful strokes and most importantly, looked to be in control at the crease. Even though he only got a couple of 30-plus scores in the two T20Is he played, he looked a class apart from his teammates. Now it's time to take a look at the all-rounders. Dhananjaya de Silva. Typically, DDS should have been in the batsman category, but his batting was so hopeless that he basically played more like a bowling all-rounder in this tour. Even though he bowled a few vital spells, he really needs to improve his batting before the T20 World Cup, as he is also the vice-captain of the team. Chamika Karunaratne. Yet again, a clean profile from Chamika as he delivered his role to perfection. He was thoroughly underused as a bowler, but he did come down the order and did everything within his power to push Sri Lanka a step ahead each time. Dasun Shanaka. Inexcusable performance from the skipper this time. Yes, he led the team to an important series victory in the ODIs, but his personal performances have gone south. Again, another cricketer who needs to pick his game up soon before he becomes a liability for the team. His bowling though has improved and he did bowl some challenging spells with great success. Wanindu Hasaranga. No complaints against Wanindu Hasaranga, the bowler, but the batter was once again disappointing. Batting at number 7, Sri Lanka needs him to deliver. 6 innings across formats for just 20 runs is intolerable from someone of Wanindu's caliber. Lahiru Madhushanka. Madhushanka played just one T20 game, faced 3 balls and was run out for 1 and then did not bowl. Now let's turn towards the bowlers. Akila Dananjaya. The right-arm offie had a forgettable tour, having played 3 games altogether and finishing with just 2 scalps. He was also carted around the RPS for a few runs and ended up being really expensive. Maheesh Theekshana. The debutant Maheesh Theekshana had decent outings in both formats. But after picking a faux-pas in his dream debut in the final ODI, he struggled with his length during the T20Is. The South Africans too were targeting the youngster to give him no space to settle down, and it was a tough battle for the 21-year-old. Praveen Jayawikrama. Much was expected from this left-arm spinner during this series, but he too fell short of the ask. Praveen went wicketless in his one-off T20I, which was also his debut, and picked only 2 wickets, having played all 3 one-days. Inexperience played a major part in his wayward performance, and one can only hope he gets better with games to come. Dushmantha Chameera. Last but not the least, Dushmantha Chameera, the one flawless Sri Lankan cricketer of this tour, did his job to the T and was really impressive on tracks which were deemed unsuitable for fast bowling. This man is in the best form of his life. What do you think of our ratings? Let us know what you think in the comment section below.
Cracking on the hand, they're asking the question, will they go upstairs? They have. Yes, that's
the Papare කියලා type කරලා 678ට එවන්න. මාසෙටම රුපියල් 30යි. කුන්දේසි සහිතයි.